Here we go.
Órale.
All right, it's coming. It's coming. Preparing to stream live.
What it do? What it do?
Ese Chale Boy.
What up, Conejo? Sugar Free, Mario.
Hey, I like that.
Of all the Raider podcasts in the world, this is definitely one of them. You're tuned into the Raider Nation Misfits podcast, episode 15. This is take 2. Starring National President Sugar Free Joe Ramirez, starring Bullhead President Chale Boy, and starring Las Vegas Chapter President Conejo. What's up, homies?
What up? What it do, everybody?
Down, Mario.
Oh, I think it's Thursday night, so I think we're doing what we do right here. Shout out to the Raider Nation, coast to coast and worldwide. Shout out to all Raider Nation booster clubs, and shout out to all Raider content makers, man. This is the Raider Nation Misfits podcast, and we got another episode coming up for you, everybody. And big things coming up. But first of all, real quick, man, because the last episode got deleted, man. So we really need to talk about what we've accomplished in the recent past. And I'm gonna throw it to Conejo really quick, man. If you can just recap, man, because you were there when you delivered the school supplies. If you can just recap that experience for everybody, man, delivering those school supplies.
Yeah, hey, gracias, Mario. It was a good day, bro. After all, I mean, just to piggyback off of last week's conversation, bro, it was just a great outcome, bro. At the end of the day, even though it was hot, like we had already talked about, I was able to kind of, along with you, Charlie, and my wife, my comadre, we were able to kind of, you, Mario, too. Shout out to Raul as well.
Oh, yeah.
About Raul, and we were able to pull it through. My compa was out, but we had him, off the back. You know that, Mario.
That's what's up, yeah, man. So, it really would. Thank you, man, for sharing that, man. And from what I heard, now these are just the facts, right? The statistics are that about 95% of the school was covered because of these school supplies. Am I saying that correctly, right there?
Yeah, no, you are.
Yeah, bro.
You were able to cover more than half of the school, which was over 90% of the kids. So, awesome outcome.
Blessing, bro. It's a blessing.
Yeah, that's what's up, everybody. So, it was a tremendous Las Vegas experience that we had. And, we're just getting started, man. We'll be back on that. And we got other big plans coming up. Prez, can you let everybody know, man? Because, you shared it with, you shared it with your Misfits. And now can you share with the entire Raider Nation, man, what's going down? And by the way, this segment is brought to you by Misfits Kitchen. Okay, everybody, whatever you think of, for your next party or your next community service event, when you need that food, when you need that catering, man, hit up Misfits Kitchen. All the information is in the description below. Prez, can you tell us a little bit about what we can expect, big things coming up in the near future?
Yeah, there's this organization. It's a nonprofit, bro. It's a national nonprofit organization that I'm proud to be a board member of. And that being said, if I'm a board member, that means all my Misfits come with me. So that means we all represent. It's called Run Stop. It's called Run Stop Inc. That's what we're doing business under. And pretty much what that means is that with the Run Stop is what we're doing is we're taking foster kids, pretty much the foster kids that are in the system, and that the percentages show that once a kid reaches age 7 and up, their chances of being adopted are they go down like 30%. Because obviously everybody when you adopt a child, you want a baby, you want a little kid, you know, because you want to raise them. You want to raise them to how you want them. They, you know, so once they get to a certain age, they don't really get adopted. It's really hard for them to get adopted. So they end up being orphans or wards of the state, you know. So and then they just kind of like age out. So what we're trying to do with this organization is we're trying to take these older kids and take them around. We're a part of the Raider Nation, obviously. So what we're trying to do is help them in every way, man. Give them suitcases, lace them up with suitcases, put stickers all over them, every club. We want to get every club involved, and they could send us stickers, any super fans. And so we want to lace them up with suitcases because a lot of these kids, when they go house to house, they only have like a trash bag. They put all their stuff in trash bags, and we can't be having that, man. That's sad. So that being said, we want to get these kids suitcases. We want to get them bags, so they feel good. So we have, you know, obviously a lot of donors, obviously a lot of people that want to help out. So we're doing that. This coming weekend, some donors we were blessed to have some donors donate about, I think it was like 8 training camp tickets. 8 training camp tickets. So we're taking 5 kids. We got 5 kids coming from the foster care over there in Nevada and Las Vegas. They're gonna go to the game. It's gonna be it might be even their first game ever. They might be their first experience. So what we're doing is we're gonna take them to the spring training. We're gonna take them around the parking lot, introduce them. So if you see this, these are shirts that we're lacing them up with. If you see this shirt right here, if you see this, and you see kids wearing this shirt, introduce yourself, man. Introduce yourself, introduce those kids, let them know show them some love, man. Because a lot of these kids have hard lives. They come from a lot of broken families. So if you see these kids with that shirt, that Run Stop shirt, let them know what's up, man. Let them know what's up, how you doing, how's it going? Chop it up with them, make some conversation. We want to show positivity. We want to show these kids positivity and that there's a better way. It's kind of personal to me, this cause. I had a really good friend that he was a foster child in the system. He aged out and unfortunately made some bad decisions. And he's doing a lot of time now. You know what I mean? I know my compa, I know Conejo knows what I'm talking about. And he was a foster child, and he would tell us some stories, man. And so, that and anything that has to do with the kids, Misfits are all for. Anything that has to do with the kids and helping the community, you don't have to tell us twice. So when the opportunity came along, we did it. When opportunity comes along to make gear for them, we come through, shirts, and we're doing shirts for them. We're lacing them up. So it's going to be a good experience. That's gonna pop by maybe this coming year. We're looking to throw a big event like in February, January, looking to throw a big event for these kids. We got a donor in Orange County that she's gonna donate her land for a big event, and there's gonna be some animals there, farm animals, horses, and it might be the first time that these kids ever see animals. It might be the first time these kids ever see a horse or cows and animals like that. So we want to make it as good for them as possible. So we're really excited as a club. We're really excited about this. I know I am, and I know my guys are too. So big things happening for the kids, and we can't wait for that.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Thanks a lot, Prez. And what can you give us one more time? Can you flash that shirt one more time and give us the name of that organization right there?
Check it out. This is the shirt. These are hot off the presses, bro. We just made them right now. So this is the shirt right here. It says Run Squad. So this is what we're doing right here. So you're gonna see kids. I'm gonna flash it for Facebook. You're gonna see kids in this gear right here. And like I said, if you see these kids, just know that these kids are there. They're foster kids. They might be orphans. Let them, show them some love. If you have some gear that on hand at a tailgate or something, shoot them some stickers or something, man. These kids are only there when they're getting rewarded. they're getting rewarded. They're getting rewarded for doing something good. So if those kids are there with us, it's because they're getting rewarded for being good in school, or they got off of something, or they're doing good. So that this is the way that the state rewards them. So these kids are only good. They're good kids that have done something good. So we're trying to reward them and pay that back, and show them, and we also want to do when these kids graduate. A lot of these kids, when they graduate, they don't have nobody there to scream for them or clap for them or give them a hug or something, man. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to be there for them so they can have somebody there. They could have somebody there when they graduate. So we're trying to cheer them on. So like I said, there's a lot of things going on with this. This is brand new, but the seed's been planted for this. So we're really excited about that.
That's right. Compa. Hey, compa, quick question.
Yeah.
Is there any more stickers available?
Stickers?
What happened?
Are you talking about club stickers?
Yeah.
Right now, not at the time. We're working on that. So as soon as we get some, I'll pass them out.
All right. Hey, Charlie boy.
What's up, bro?
You have any extra ones out there in Bullhead?
Any extra what? Stickers?
Yeah, that you might be able to contribute at least just a little bit, just to give them some to the kids this weekend.
No, I don't have anything.
If not, I think I got like 2, 3 that I still had left over.
The last ones that I had, I know I gave them the tone.
We're gonna have 5 kids out there. We're gonna have 5 kids out there. So if we can get like maybe 5, give them some gear, as far as that. We're gonna try to hook them up with some baggies. We're gonna put a couple shirts in there, some stickers. If I have some extra patches, I'll give them some patches. That's why we want to walk them around the tailgate. So people like to give their stickers and stuff like that around. So we want to take them around and show them around and show them that, we're kind of grooming some future Raider Nation people here, future Raider Nation fans. Show them the right way. So, so like I said, if anybody sees them, please show them some love, man.
Yeah. Oh, sure.
Absolutely, everybody. So there you go, man. We're gonna have all that information on the description down below. And man, that's awesome, man. We're gonna take these kids to training camp. Hey, speaking of training camp, there we go, man. Representing, we got the Misfits sticker. We got the Misfits gear. Prez rocking the Misfits hat, man. Everybody representing Misfits all day, every day, man. Speaking of training camp, this next segment is brought to you by Amphetamine Productions, man. For all of your favorite. For all of your audio recording needs, man, Amphetamine Productions, let's make it happen. And here we go, everybody. So the big news right now is the signing of defensive tackle Gerald McCoy, right? Is 2019 stats, 37 tackles, right? 5 sacks. Okay, and he didn't play last season because of an injury, of course, but this is the signing right here. I like it. I don't know. Maybe some people might like it. Maybe some people might not like it. But anyways, I think it complements Quentin Jefferson, Solomon Thomas, and Jonathan Hankins, right? And then so now we have, also along with that, we have Gerald McCoy, Darius Philon, Kendall Vickers, Niles Scott, and Darius Stills, right? All going to be fighting it out in training camp, right? But these are the Raiders defensive tackles, and I'm excited because I think it's something better than what we're going to than what we've had in the past. Just different reports. Victor for Vinny Bonsignor, JT the Brick, the Raiders Daily, just different Raider sources. Here are the reports from training camps. We got Nicholas Morrow, linebacker for the Raiders, tearing it up, right? The report is that he could have the green dot this year. Maybe he's going to be the team. Maybe he'll be the captain on defense instead of Kukowski, but we'll see. His coverage ability fits great in Bradley's system. Okay, then we have Casey Hayward's cornerback for the Raiders, and they said that, he looked great on the one-on-one drills. Maybe he'll start next to Trayvon Mullen in 2021, and he could be a potential captain as well on the defense. everybody's saying, man, that Henry Ruggs, the third wide receiver, that he looks great. He looks motivated. They're saying that this brother gained like 11 pounds in the offseason, so that's good. You know, his
Brian
routes,
Edwards.
Brian Edwards as well, right? They're you know, and he's doing well across from Brian Edwards, and you know, the chemistry is good with the quarterbacks. Then we have Yannick Ngakwe, right? And this is the best defensive player on the field. That's what they're saying. You know, they like his knowledge of Bradley's defense, and he could be just a straight out captain of all the defense next season. And then finally, number one, Charlie Boy mentioned this earlier, the one that everybody is ranting and raving about in training camp, Alex Leatherwood. They say that he's looking really good, that the coaches and the other players are astounded by his professionalism, and they say that his work ethic is awesome, man. So everybody, that's really quick. That's just a quick Raiders report on training camp right there. And you know, we know that Jalen. Oh, here's some other big news. Jalen Richard is out indefinitely with a foot injury. Okay, and this could be bad news for him. He's number 3 on the depth chart. I think he's owed like $3.5 million this season. So who knows? Maybe he might be cut. I don't know. He is a fan favorite, but we'll see what happens. All right. So, anyways, everybody, that's really quick. That's a report, man, on training camp. Everybody, man, are you guys excited about this upcoming season? I know everybody is, man, and we got Raider football coming up, right? We got Raider football coming up this let's see here, we got on the 14th of August, 6 p.m., the first game against the Seahawks, right? And that'll be the first I guess Raider game in Las Vegas Stadium, man.
Yeah.
But we go back to it, fellas. Of everybody that I mentioned, you know, Alex Leatherwood and Yannick Ngakwe, Henry Ruggs, Casey Haywards, Nicholas Morrow. From these guys, who do you guys see really stepping up, man, to take over this defense right here, man?
I would say Ngakwe. Ngakwe is a beast, bro. That Ngakwe is a beast, bro, and he's been a beast. I think he's gonna bring that intensity with him that he's always had, man. I think he's gonna tear it up. Because you pretty much gotta pick your poison, bro. I mean, it's either you either gonna double team Crosby or you're gonna double team Ngakwe. You can't do both, you know what I mean? Because it's gonna open up for one of them. Yeah, it's gonna open up for one of them. So that's what they're working off of. That you have two guys coming off the edge, and then if you got McCoy coming up the middle too, if he tears it up in the middle, I mean you cut that quarterback time that he has to throw. I mean, because last year they had like 20 seconds to throw back there. You know what I mean? Like the quarterback had like all day to throw. You know what I mean? If they can cut that, it'll help the cornerbacks. It'll help the cornerbacks cover, bro, because those cornerbacks were young last year, and they were having trouble out there the covering. But if the defensive line can get up there and put some pressure on that quarterback, it'll help everybody. It will help everybody. And I think Ngakwe is gonna tear it up, bro. I think he's like the second coming of Mac. And no one's gonna compare to Mac, bro, but I think he's gonna compare to coming off that edge like Mac, and now Crosby's gonna have a good teammate to be running with them, man, to be running with them, bro, because that's what it is gonna be. It's pretty much they're gonna like high five each other, right? You're next, bro. Your turn. You know what I mean? Your turn, bro. Handle it. You know, because they're gonna double team. Probably they're gonna double team Ngakwe, and they'll probably double team him. They'll probably chip him with the running back, and they're gonna try and put him down. And then when that happens, guess what? Crosby comes in. You know what I mean? So I'm really pushing. I'm really looking forward to seeing Ngakwe out there.
It's gonna be a good game, bro. It's gonna be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's what everybody's talking about, man. And so on the defensive side, everyone's excited about that. On the offensive side, everybody's really excited about Alex Leatherwood. We're hoping that, you know, this was a phenomenal pick by Mike Mayock. And we'll see, everybody. You know, we're getting closer and closer to, I mean, the season's here, man. Everybody, we're getting, you know, goosebumps and everything like that. But the last time we did the podcast, you know, we talked about a serious issue, and I'm going to bring it up again. Jalen Richard, and he's had issues. He's been on the COVID protocol. Now his foot's messed up. He may or may not get cut. I mean, who knows? He may not get cut. I think Gruden likes him and he's kept him on this long, but who knows? But the question is this, man: when it comes to getting vaccinated, man, do you want all your Raider players vaccinated? Do you think it's important? Do you think that's a personal decision that the players should make for themselves and the NFL shouldn't get, involved? What are you guys' thoughts on that?
Charlie.
I think, to be honest, man, I think they should just leave it alone, bro. Like, it should be their own choice, bro. Like, it's everybody's own choice. You want to get vaccinated, you wear a mask. It's a whole choice, man. That's the whole choice of it. You can't really tell somebody what to do, bro. Like, I get it's the NFL and shit, but I agree, man. They should just let it be, man. It's kind of should be on their own, regardless of whether they get vaccinated or not. They're doing the same shit in MLB. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, man, I got you, man. What do you think, Conejo, man?
I mean, like what we were talking about last week, compa. Remember we were talking about how compa had ended up getting the first one,
Mm-hmm.
but it just, you never know, bro. Like, at this point, the way I see it now, bro, is it's like if you work for an employer, bro, and they expect you to get it, it's either you get it or you lose your job, right?
Yeah, it's looking like that.
It's coming down to, that's just how everywhere's gonna come down to that, bro. And we did have feedback as far as that, because we're talking about how people that get it, some of them have side effects that you don't know how it's gonna react to you either. It's just one of those things, Mario, where like, it's just, you're just risking everything either or.
I mean, like Conejo said, I mean, if you're an employer, bro, and your employer wants you to do something, you're kind of like at their mercy pretty much, bro. I mean, if they want you to do something, that's what and they're making it real difficult for the players who don't want to get vaccinated. They're making their life kind of difficult, man. I'm hearing they're making them wear wristbands so they could determine if you have it or not. They're separating you from everything. They're not even letting them like be together. You know what I mean? They're making it real difficult, and they're pretty much they're going to take game checks away for people who, if you miss a game, they're not going to pay you, bro. So if you come down with it, you're looking at, and a lot of these players, bro, not everybody makes millions of dollars every game. A lot of these players are making the minimum, and they're barely living off of what they make, and they count on those game checks. So if they're missing game checks, bro, that's a lot of money. You're talking about taking these players off, taking it off. So they have that hanging over their head. They're just like, okay, well, and they're making them test like almost every week, almost every couple of days, just to make sure that they're negative. So they're they're not saying it's mandatory. They're just making it real difficult. They're making it real difficult. And honestly, as a person, I feel like it's just a personal choice, bro. I mean, it's a personal choice if you want to take it or not. I mean, if you want to do it or not, it's your body. It's a free country last time I checked. So if you want to do it or not, that's your personal choice. If you want to get sick, and if you don't, whatever, it's up to you. Ultimately it's your choice. Everybody has their reasons to do it. Everybody has their reasons not to do it. So and also it affects different people different ways, bro. Because the vaccine might affect you a different way than it affects somebody else. Because I know personally it affected me a little bit awkward. You know what I mean? It affected me a little weird, bro. And so, it kind of changed my mind a little bit. But that's not to like talk shit about anybody else who got it. Like, that's up to them. I just think the NFL's doing it all wrong. I think they're doing it all wrong, bro. And there's other things that they could be doing than kind of like pushing it on them.
Yeah, absolutely, guys. So everybody, just for everybody out there watching, coming from the, the official word from the Misfits camp, hey, everybody, do what's right for you, man. Do your research on your own, do what's right for you. And just everybody, bottom line, try your best to eat healthy, try your best to get rest. Do your best to take care of yourself and make good decisions, man. And that's what it all comes down to. And everybody, this next segment right here is brought to you by Dulces Tóxicos, man. Hey, man, we're coming out with a new product, everybody. Dulces Tóxicos, okay? Conejo, man, just really quick, man. Let everybody know put everybody up on game real quick, man.
Well, you know, just it's that new thing that's going around, chamoy gummies. Compa, let them know how it feels.
Bro, the chamoy gummies, man. I mean, if you haven't had no chamoy gummies, you need to try them, bro. I don't know if anybody's on game out there. Maybe people don't know what they are, but look, they're pretty much are is like sour rings and stuff like that, and they put some sauce on it, bro. And they drizzle it with some custom made sauce. It could be tamarindo, it could be mango, it could be any of the sauces that they got going on. They drizzle it with some sauce, and then after that, they put a little little tahini on there. So you can't go wrong with these things, bro. Once you open them, you're not gonna be able to close them. That's a guarantee, man. So you're ever in the Vegas area, and you want to pick up a batch, and you want to pick up a few of those things, man. You hit any of the Misfits up, man. We'll lead you to the right direction. Hit up that Facebook, hit up the IG, Dulces Tóxicos on IG, or you could hit up the Raider Nation Misfits page. Either one of those pages will direct you to the right place to get them. Because like I said, that's that new stuff coming out, bro. And you could ask anybody, they're fire. Ask anybody, bro, who's had them, they're fire. So be on the lookout.
It's like
I'm
telling you, those motherfuckers is fire. They're driving home from work, dog. They didn't even make it home.
Oh yeah, man. Hey, can you flash that one more time, Conejo, man?
Yeah, for sure.
So there it is, everybody. You see that right there, man. Okay, so coming out real soon, everybody. All right, stay on. So stay on the lookout.
You
Okay.
get my mouth water, dog. Stop.
Yeah, man, stay on the lookout. So here we go. Now here's one of my favorite segments of the show. We have Chale Boy right here, man, who has wrote the Misfits anthem, man, and it's a banger, and he performed in Las Vegas, man. It was amazing, and he has a musical selection, man. So let us know, put us up on game, man. Who you want us to check out this week?
Most likely everybody probably already know, you know what I mean? So it's a cat people probably, it's my boy, you know what I mean? I remember I was growing up at the time and bumped into him a couple times, dog, and just, he's a cool vato. You know what I mean? He used to be a little Yogi, but now he goes by YB. I don't know if you guys heard of him.
Yeah, little Yogi, yup.
He go by YB now.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, so
Okay.
homie get down, dog. He got shit with Creeper, the dude from Creeper Cholo Fit.
Oh man,
They
that
got
guy's
some
hilarious,
shit,
man.
like, you know what I mean? He made a George Lopez track. He got George Lopez, a lot of them perform it live on that full shit. I mean, but the track I'm gonna throw out there, homie, check it out. It's called Orale. Pull up. See if you guys can hear it.
Like Orale, chasing $1 million dreams like Orale. I'm getting to the money, homie, Orale. All my people in the street be like Orale. I pull a smoking weed like Orale. All these chicks having fun, I'm like Orale. Bought a case of some blunts, yeah, Orale. We about to turn up like Orale. Yeah. We about to turn up like Orale. Yeah. We about to turn up like Orale. I get to the money, I ain't got no time to play. I'm stuffing up a blunt with 3 grams of that cake. I'm heavy in the game, I don't fuck with lightweights. They see me getting fame and I did it my way. Bitch, I'm on and I'm living in my zone. These girls wanna kick it, take them to the Momo. I hustle on the daily, I ain't never moving slow. Got the streets going crazy with the shit that I be on. Hopping in my lane, don't be getting in my way. Cause I've been blessed to do it from the cradle to the grave. Ain't shit changed, bitch, I'm really from the bottom. I hustle like I'm building, no, I do it for the dollars. I pull up to the scene like Orale. Chasing $1 million dreams like Orale.
Like Orale.
Yeah, orale, man. That's what's up, everybody. So check it out. Lil Yogi, we're talking about here.
All right, goes by YB now.
YB, man. YB, homies. Okay, so that's everybody. Check it out, man. Hey, man, Charlie, man. We're gonna look forward to your selection next week, man. Thanks.
Oh shit, I already know it too. You give you guys a little hint. You guys want a little taste.
That's what's up, man. We're looking forward to next week, everybody. Hey, man. So if you want Charlie Boy, man, to feature, your group or whatever, man, send us a little
Don't be
comment
afraid, man. Hit us up.
and let us know what's up, man, and we might be able to put it out there. And finally, everybody, man, as as we're rounding third base, man, as we're on the 20-yard line, getting into that red zone. So here we go. Everything's opening up now. And we know that yesterday, for the second night in a row, Dodger Stadium had the highest attendance of any major league, stadium. And we know that this past weekend, Alligiant Stadium had one of its first major sporting events, right? The Gold Cup final. And man, I'm seeing videos from Dodger Stadium, and I'm seeing videos from that game, Alligiant. Man, there was a lot of fights, man. It's crazy. Okay, Mario, you never been to a Dodger game? No, I'm talking about it's nuts right now. Okay, I'm talking about we're starting to look like the Philly fans. We're starting to look like the Yankee fans. We're starting to look like the Red Sox. We're starting to look like those trash organizations. But and then on okay, man, I've been to several Mexico versus USA games in my life. I've been in the house several times. Man, I don't know if you've seen the videos from Alligiant Stadium, man. It was nuts. All the fights, man, I'm talking about, it was crazy. So my question is this. They're saying that Las Vegas, everything's gonna be, it's gonna be family friendly, entertainment value. It's Las Vegas. Man, do you guys buy that it's gonna be like that, or do you just see the desmadre coming to Las Vegas?
They must not know the real Vegas, bro. You know what I mean? They must not know the real Vegas, bro, because you got a lot of different personalities in Vegas from all over the country, bro. And a lot of these, it's like a melting pot, bro. It's like a melting pot of a lot of different personalities, and a lot of these outsiders, a lot of these outsiders that come in from out of town and they don't know nobody, they're there to party, they get a little out of control. And then when you have these people that actually live there, they're there to check them. You know what I mean? Like they're there to check them, be like, hey, relax. You know what I mean? And that's what's happening, bro. That's what's happening. You got these out of towners that think they could just push people around, and then no one's gonna do anything to them because no one knows them, or no one knows me here. I'm gonna get nuts right here because no one knows me anyways. So, but what happens? They get into trouble. And they run into the people that actually live there, and they run into people that are actually about it, and they get knocked out. And that's when brawls happen. Bro. And the thing about Dodger Stadium, bro, look, there's fights over there because there was a whole year of the Dodger fans not being able to get that hate of the Astros out. You know what I mean? Like they couldn't do it last year. So now, I mean, they got a little out of control. Like they were hitting up any Astro fans and they were fighting and everything. I mean, come on, that happens. It happens. But you got some rowdy fans out there that were just waiting for some Astros to kick their ass, bro. Like, they were just waiting to jump on these Astro fans or anybody wearing Astro gear. And plus, the Dodgers ended up losing that game, so it didn't help that they lost. Because it didn't help that they lost, so they had to take their anger out.
Well, we won last night
on these fans, on these innocent fans. Yeah, we won last night, but the day before that they lost, and there was some fights that day, bro. There was a lot of fights that day, and I just think a lot of people have these built up anger, man. These built up anger, like, and they're gonna, they might get shut down again. People are all mad about it. They're trying to get their licks in before they have to get locked up again. You know what I mean? It's just a lot of these people go to Vegas thinking they could just wild out. They could just wild out in Vegas and say what they want and do what they want. And that's not the case, bro. That's not the case.
Yeah, man. I think a lot of that would happen in Oakland too. You know, a lot of out-of-towners would go to Oakland and then, you know, they'd be all F Oakland, F the Raiders, blah, blah, blah. And then they get checked, you know. So we're seeing a lot of that. And it's unfortunate, man, because in the case of the Dodgers, actually I'm seeing a lot of Dodger fans fight Dodger fans. And, you know, when I was seeing the videos from Allegiant Stadium, you know, there's a lot of Mexico fans fighting Mexico fans, you know, fighting USA fans, USA fans fighting USA. I mean, it was just crazy.
Yeah.
Now here, I don't know what you guys think about this, but they say one solution is, you know, stop serving beer like by halftime or stop serving beer at all. What do you guys think about those possible solutions? I don't think that'll ever happen, but what do you think about that?
I
To
think-
be honest, oh, fuck, where are we gonna go?
I just think, I mean, me personally, you know, it's one of those things where beer and sports goes hand in hand, you know? I mean, I don't think that would ever get taken away. I don't know. What do you guys think about that?
I don't think that ever will, bro. That's their money, dog. You know what I mean? That's
What I'm saying.
that's
Yeah,
their
that's
money, and that's the half of the reason people want to go in the stadiums, dog. Like that's like if you're gonna take that shit away from NASCAR or something, dog. People are gonna go crazy.
And it's not just that. I mean, people get loaded in the parking lot, bro, before
Yeah,
they
that's what I'm
get in.
saying.
So it doesn't even matter. They're just gonna, I don't care. Give me till they're probably like, give me till halftime. I don't care. I already knocked out like 4 tall boys out in the
Oh, bro,
parking lot.
the party's
I
in
need
the
2
parking
more
lot
and I'm
anyway.
already off the top, you know?
Hey, you know, they just, hey, keep in mind though, fellas, they didn't build no holding cells inside that Alligiant for nothing, bro.
Oh,
That's
no.
it.
They have them, bro. They have them. They
Oh,
had
do they?
them in Oakland too.
Keep in mind, if it's a Sunday game or a Monday game, you ain't seen the judge until probably Tuesday or Wednesday, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, you're gonna be in there. Yeah, you're gonna be
Fuck
in there.
it.
And I will
Hey.
tell you this, Oakland, bro, you didn't want to get into trouble in Oakland, bro. You know, like you didn't want to get into trouble up there, bro. And we all know. I mean, if you know that you shouldn't be getting into trouble up there. You know what I mean? There's reasons why we know. You know what I mean? It's a lot of politics. But that being said, that there was just a place you didn't want to get into trouble at. You know, and Oakland, the stadium, you know, I miss going to Oakland, but let's just say the surrounding area, it was, you know, it had its areas where you just didn't want to be caught up at. You know what I mean? You didn't want to be caught up at. And that goes for any city, bro. You go into the wrong street, you're gonna get caught up anywhere. It don't really matter. And you got these rowdy ass people. I think they can go into these streets and do whatever they want. And then, you know, bad stuff happens, bro. Bad stuff happens, especially when everyone's locked and loaded everywhere you go now. You know, it's like, you know, so it's like, you know, nobody really fights anymore. Everybody wants to shoot first.
Hey,
You know?
compa, what about that story we just heard recently at Bosa about one of the homies that got lost in Oakland and they didn't find them, and then when they did find them,
Oh yeah.
lost.
Yeah, we had a story told by one of the booster clubs. Sella Raider Nation was telling us that they went to an Oakland game back in the day. It was like a few years ago. They went to an Oakland game, and they went to a bar all together. There was about 30, 40 of them. They were all together. And when you go with the group, you want to stay with your group. You want to stay with your group. We get there together, we leave together. That's the motto when you're with the club and you're with somebody. We leave together and we get there together, we leave together. Well, that was the case, but this guy was talking to a female. He got caught up at a bar with a female, and he was kind of like, you know, was cupcaking, and I guess he wanted to leave with the female. So the guys were like telling him, "Hey, man, don't leave without us." You know, the guy was like, "Nah, I'm good." Well, he wasn't good, you know. He pretty much the story happened where he disappeared. And he showed up. When he finally showed up and they got him, he showed up with black eyes. He showed up all lumped up. You know, he didn't even have this. He didn't even have his clothes were all messed up. It was just a bad situation. And I guess he didn't want to say. He didn't want to say what happened. He probably was embarrassed because he probably got lumped up somewhere.
Yeah.
And you know, and that's what's happening, bro, a lot. And you know, it is what it is. I mean, it's been worse. It's been worse, bro. You know, it's been worse. If you ever remember the Rams versus Raider games in LA, man, those were nuts, bro. And the Coliseum, those were nuts, bro. You had scraps every game. And the Rams versus the Raiders in the Coliseum, it was nuts, bro. They were throwing people off. And when I've been to Mexico games, where Mexico versus USA games, bro, where they'll get these, they'll throw their whole beers, bro. They'll throw their whole beers down. You got to be looking out for these beers launched up from the top. And they're just launching these beers, full beers. And sometimes you don't even know if they're beer, bro. You know what I mean? You don't even know. It might be a yellow substance. You just don't know you might not know if it's beer or if it's piss being thrown. You know, a lot of times they fill those cups up with piss and they throw it. You know, and you got to be like, look out. You know what I mean? Like, here it comes. I mean, you got to get down.
I was.
Yeah, here it comes. You're looking at like, you got fools getting knocked out.
Ahí viene el agua.
Yeah, bro. I mean, that's the way it used to be, bro. And like I said, I don't know what it is. Maybe people got some anger issues and they got some built up things going on, but it has been an issue in some stadiums, man. Yeah, and it probably isn't just our stadium, dog. It probably is around the country.
Yeah, and this is just my opinion on it. You know, Prez, I agree with you, man. It's a lot. I think it's a lot of out of towners, you know, coming from all over, wilding out. I don't think that necessarily represents the Las Vegas community. And then, you know, in regards to just everybody, and then in regards to the Dodgers, you know, man, I mean, the Dodgers are so big now, and they have so many new fans. I think it's just a lot of these brand new fans that are coming and you know, they don't know how to act, man. You can't even take it. So everybody, man, when you go to these games and if you choose to take your kids, man, just everybody be safe, man. You know what I'm saying? Be aware of your surroundings, you know, and if you don't go with the large group or whatever, you know, just make sure you be safe, man, because people acting crazy out there. Just make sure you don't be acting crazy and the Misfits are in the house, man. That's all I'm going to say about that, man. All right. So everybody, you know what? It's been a great, amazing show, man. Let's give some final shout outs, man. Charlie, man, who you want to shout out tonight, man?
Give a shout out to everybody, man. You know, all the Raider Nation, bro, all the booster clubs, everybody, you know, all my fans, you know, Conejo, you know, my brother Sugar Free, Mario, everybody, man, all the Misfits, you know, all my fan band, everybody stay blessed, man. You know what I mean? Stay blessed, never stressed.
Sure.
That's what's up, man. What about you, Conejo, man?
Hey, likewise, my boy Charlie, you already know, perrito. Yeah, to everybody, to the whole Raider Nation, to my compa, to you, Mario, everybody that's on here watching us. Shout outs to everyone. Stay blessed. See you on Sunday, compa. You already know we're gonna tailgate. You already know. See you
School me up, eh?
Okay.
Going down, man. What about you, Prez?
Yeah, man. The same goes with me, man. All the booster clubs there that they're doing something, man. I got much respect for when I see these booster clubs. They're giving back, and when they're doing some stuff like that, I get much respect for things like that. Because to me, that's what it's all about. You know, we've as growing up, man, a lot of us have been there, done that. So we don't really need to do it now. You know what I mean? So to me, it's like I just feel like I want to give back because we grew up partying. We grew up in the party scene, and we grew up getting all wild and wild out, bro. Because back in the 90s, bro, you don't even know what we were doing back then. It wasn't documented, bro. You know what I mean? There's a lot of things that we did. I don't even know how we survived in those days. I don't even know how I survived some of these times, bro. I don't even know how I lived. I look back and I'm like, damn, how did I survive? You know what I mean? Like I wilding out. And you could tell, like, we were doing things as teenagers that some of these people are barely doing now. You know what I mean? So I always say that, man, and that's why we as people, you want to kind of be different. You want to grow. You want to grow, and the point is to grow as a person and to grow up, and to be a better person and to show your kids and this next generation that there's a better way. You know, because how we lived, I don't want my kids living like that. I don't want my kids doing what I was doing. You know what I mean? I just don't. I just feel like they wouldn't survive, bro. You know what I mean? Like a lot of these things that were going on, I just feel like they wouldn't even survive. You know, so I don't want that. I don't want that for my kids, my godchildren, any children that are around me. You know, because any child that's around me, I'm treating like it's my own. You know what I mean? I'm gonna treat any kid that's around me. Every kid gets protected around me, around my misfits, and no kid gets left alone. No kid gets harmed. You know, so kids are really important to us, and we're really protected when it comes to that kind of things. So like I said, the bottom line is please protect your kid. You know, and I'll leave this. There's a message I want to get out there. Look, too, there's a situation with these with females and young girls that these nasty fucks, I should say, they like to follow these girls and these women, and they like to you know, you gotta protect these women and these children and these young girls by all costs, man. By all costs, because you got some nasty dudes out there, weirdos, man, that want they want to do who knows, God knows what. And there's situations that happen where these females will get followed, and they can't even go out to a store alone without being nervous. And you know, your daughters can't even go outside and play, you know, like it used to be. Things are way different, man. And it's sad. It's honestly sad that you can't even let your young little daughter or these women go by themselves to the store because there's someone following them, or because there's a weirdo giving them a look or something, bro. And what's going to happen is you're going to have these men that are going to catch a case for it. That's what's going to happen. You know what I mean? You're going to have these men who aren't afraid to rock that yellow jumpsuit when it comes to their women and their children. You know what I mean? So, and that's just the bottom line, bro. Because I know personally, if you mess with mine, and you mess with my family, and you mess with my goddaughters or my godchildren, it's not going to be nice, bro. It's not going to be nice, bro. And I will say that proudly that it's not going to be nice, bro. So I would suggest just protect your kids, man. Protect your kids, protect your women, protect your daughters by all means and all costs, bro. Because the world is it's a really sad place out there a lot of times, and it's really sad to see.
Hey everybody, that's what's up. You know, Misfits stick together, Raider Nation stick together, you know, and you know, we're gonna take care of our kids, man, you know, and that's what's up, everybody. Hey, thanks everyone, you know, for out there who had a chance to check us out. Everybody will be back here next Thursday. All right. And you know what? Something I want to give me personally, I want to give a shout out to all the other Raider haters too, because I know you're watching. And don't be jelly. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, because you guys, your fan base, you guys do whatever you do, you know, Bill's Mafia, you guys jump on tables and stuff like that. And I guess that's fun, you know what I'm saying, man? But us, man, we like to help the community and we have to have a good time. We coming for everybody, man. Hey, on behalf of Bullhead President Chale Boy, on behalf of Las Vegas Chapter President Conejo, on behalf of National President Sugar Free. And man, it's your boy, the man himself. I'm just a member of the Misfits, man. We'll see everybody next time.
Late.
All right, good night, my brother.
Peace.
CJ, he bangs.